Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Zach from Backtracks, and we finally got some good news from PlayStation and Sony. So I was in the middle of making another video regarding the indie showcase Nintendo had last week, talking about some of the stuff that I was interested in that. But this news broke right in the middle of me editing it, so I figured I would jump on, make this video real quick, and try to get this one out as fast as possible because I think it's a bigger deal than just my opinions on some Nintendo stuff. So yeah, today we're talking about PlayStation not closing the stores that they said they were going to close for the most part. So yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so if you hadn't heard, in late March there was a report on the website The Gamer that had a rumor that Sony was planning on closing the stores for the PlayStation 3, the PS Vita, and the PSP. About a week after that, Sony officially came out and said, yeah, we're closing the stores, and the PS3 and PSP will be closing on August 27th, I think, and then the PSP will be closing on June 2nd. So they announced this earlier today, April 19th at time of recording, in a blog post by Jim Ryan, the president and CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment. And the blog post isn't that long, so I'm just going to read it out to you right now. The blog post says, recently, we notified players that the PlayStation Store for PS3 and PS Vita devices was planned to end this summer. Upon further reflection, however, it's clear that we made the wrong decision here. So today, I'm happy to say that we will be keeping the PlayStation Store operational for PS3 and PS Vita devices. PSP commerce functionality will retire July 2nd, 2021 as planned. When we initially came to the decision to end purchasing support for PS3 and PS Vita, it was born out of a number of factors, including commerce support challenges for older devices and the ability for us to focus more of our resources on newer devices where a majority of our gamers are playing on. We see now that many of you are incredibly passionate about being able to continue purchasing classic games on PS3 and PS Vita for the foreseeable future. So I am glad we were able to find a solution to continue operations. I'm glad that we can keep this piece of our history alive for gamers to enjoy while we continue to create cutting-edge new game worlds for PS4, PS5, and the next generation of VR. So this is pretty awesome. I'm really glad that Sony took the public feedback and the bad press they were getting from this and decided to turn it around and reverse their decision, because a lot of companies just kind of take the brunt of it and just try to plow through it and stay quiet, and eventually most people will get over it, and that probably would have happened here. So it's nice to see that they actually listened and went, it would be better for us in the long run if we just give the fans what they want, especially since, as I've said earlier in the last video, they're not really making many announcements. So in a year where nobody can get a PS5, there's not much coming out new anyway for the PS5, there's some good news in you can still buy PS3 and PS Vita games for as far as we know into the future. Unfortunately, they are still closing the PSP stores, which I don't have a horse in that race. I've never had a PSP, but I'm sure people that still have one are a little disappointed. I don't know how well that console survived. I know there was a battery issue where they were kind of expanding. I don't know if that was a thing you could replace or not. But that console is a little bit older than these, but it's still a shame to see a console just go away. But I think this is a pretty good outcome compared to what we were getting with all three of them going away. I think the Vita and the PS3 are a bit more popular than the PSP was. So, if you had to compromise and go, well, this one no one's buying stuff on, maybe that's what Sony looked like. Maybe that's what Sony looked at, the proportion of sales to players or something like that. I don't know. I wasn't there. But, there's some good news. I'm happy. I think most people are going to be happy seeing this. I think the PSP thing, some people will be sad, but I think for the most part, people are going to be well on board with this decision. And yeah, I just wanted to, update my last video by putting this one out. The last one was a lot more gloomy since, Sony's been doing some less than awesome stuff. And there's the news of the CMOS battery thing where if your CMOS battery dies, which is a little circle, the little flat circle batteries, you have one of those in your PS4, and if it dies and you can't connect up to the server again, if they decide to close down the PS4 store, you can't play even physical games for some reason. Sony put it in there like specifically for that or something. But so yeah, if that battery dies and you have to replace it, which you can replace it. You can do that now, like. But now if you replace it, you then you sync your PS4 up to the internet, like you connect to the servers, and it like connects to it, figures out what's going on, and like registers it or something. And at that point, you can then play your games. But if the servers weren't there, it's not able to register it or something. So it just doesn't let you connect, or it just doesn't let you play your games anymore, unless as long as they have trophies. I think that's what it is. I think that was the main reason. They didn't want people to like be hacking and like have fake trophies or something. But that's a whole nother video with like research and stuff that I haven't done. That's just what I heard. Take that with a pinch of salt. I mean, I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's what I've gotten from my light perusing of that information. So yeah, that's just some good news for us. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't like it, just thumbs down. And subscribe and stuff. I've been trying to get these out more commonly, so yeah, keep checking back. That like I said, that Nintendo video is gonna be coming up maybe even like later tonight or tomorrow. So yeah, keep checking stuff out because we're doing more stuff. All right, thanks.